So you want to know how to delete white background from an image? Welcome to FX Edits, and let's just get started. Just like all the time, it's always a good idea to create a new project. So let's just create a new one just so we have it nice and clean on the screen. So this is our background, and let's just import one image that we would like to delete the white background from. So this is a picture of an iPhone, and let's say I don't want to see the white background right there. Of course, we at first want to disable the background layer just it doesn't mess with us. And right now there are a couple of ways how you can do it and how you can actually delete it. So let me show you a couple of easy ones which do not always work, but with pictures like this it should be a good idea. So all the time, of course, it's kind of basic. Some of them are a little bit more advanced. So here, make sure you click on Magic Eraser tool. And right now, you are not able to click on this image. So if you click on it, it gives you a pop-up that the smart object must be rasterized before proceeding. So just click OK, and now you are good to go. So now if you click on the white area, you can see that the background has been deleted, and now you of course have it just like you want it to. Now if you want to export it, of course keep in mind that you have to keep the file format PNG just to keep the background deleted so you do not export it as white image. But this is basic stuff. Let's say it's not that possible, and let's say that if you use the magic eraser tool, it doesn't really do the perfect job and you are not satisfied with the result since it doesn't remove all the white that you want. The next possibility that you have is to double click on the layer that you would like to delete the background of, the white background, and here you can see blend and this little slider right there. So you have underlying layer or this layer. So use this layer and slide the white one to the left, and you can see it immediately deleted the background. You can see it's like middle step. Right now you can see, if you take a look at the iPhone, that there are still some white areas left, but if you go a little bit further, it even deletes it. But if you go a little bit further, you can see that even the areas next to the camera actually go blank and you cannot see them, which as you can see you can even delete the entire thing. But the thing I'm trying to say is that it only works if the entire picture is not white, because in case some parts inside the iPhone, for example, if the Apple logo would be white, and if I would swipe all the way to the left or a little bit to the left, even the inner parts of the image would go blank or would be removed because of this. So everything depends on the picture that you use. In case you have like this one where the most of the part, the entire pic is not white, then you can use this method where you just use the slider to actually delete the background. In case you have some inner parts in it, you can use the magic eraser tool. But in case the lines and the things that you can see right here, if it's not a perfect image like this one, it may even remove some parts of the image with the magic eraser tool. So what you can do in this case is to simply select the areas that you want using the quick selection tool. So make sure you click on the plus and just select the iPhone, select every single part of it, and now just click on the mask and create a mask. And now again, we have what we wanted. So this is another way of doing that. But again, if it would be like a rectangle, square, or something, you can also use this little tool, the polygonal lasso tool. So let me just zoom it in case the image is squared. You can just grab this tool and let's just select the area that we want. Hold down to shift in case you want to create perfect lines. And let's just create this stuff right here. You can see we have this part of the image. Select it and click on a mask, and let's just and now we have, as you can see right here, we have masked out only the parts that we want. So this is pretty much how it works. There are a couple of ways how you can do it. Like I said, everything depends on the picture that you have. In case it's a very difficult picture, it's not something like a plain photo of this iPhone, you may be even forced to use not the magic eraser tool, but only the eraser tool. And of course, use it as a brush. Keep the hardness to about 20% like I like to do it, and zoom it in completely, and now try to delete, and now you just may have to do it like this. So you just manually delete and use a brush to actually brush out the parts of the image that you don't want to see, which is something that I would not recommend to do with the picture that looks like this, which is very easy to delete white background from. Of course, do it on some more advanced or harder looking image. But these are some of the methods that you can use to delete white background, which are very easy. It's of course basic. The more advanced users of Photoshop definitely know about it, but for the people that are starting out with Photoshop and these kind of tutorials, it may be useful to see how exactly can you do it. And of course, one other thing to keep in mind is that the background layer always needs to be turned off or deleted if necessary. So you may be deleting the background from this using whatever method I showed you. It doesn't have any kind of result since the white background is still is here in the form of the layer that used to be background. So make sure to delete it, and now you have that. So now, like I said, you can just export the image, but probably what you want to do is to export it as PNG to keep the background deleted. So this is exactly what you need to know about it. It's also the end of this video, and I want to say thank you so much for watching. Make sure to support the channel with your subscribe and also with the like button if you enjoyed it or found at least something useful in this video. So make sure to stay tuned for more content in the future, and see you guys later in the next video. Peace out, guys.